Hi, and welcome to the World Divination Association's weekly runic horoscope week ahead. So it's how to get the best out of your week ahead. If you comment your name and your sign, one lucky subscriber will receive a free personal read next week. I will be announcing last week's winner at the end of the readings for all signs. So if you stay tuned for that, you'll be able to see if you're the lucky winner. So first off, we have Aries. And I'm Jane, by the way. I'm one of the directors of the World Divination Association and teacher of runes, amongst other systems. So how can Aries get the best out of their week from the 10th to the 17th of January 2022? So Aries, it looks like don't focus on the things that are making you unhappy. So try not to dwell too much on things that's really bringing you down at the moment. Actually try and look at things really fairly, and then you'll see how things can then cycle back around, move forward for you. It will leave you feeling a lot less stuck, and you will kind of feel more connected to everybody around, so it will bring a lot more harmony within your relationships. However, I would say that try not to be impatient and do not dwell on things that are making you unhappy at this time. Taurus, how can the star sign of Taurus get the best out of their week from the 10th to the 17th of January 2022? So Taurus, I think this week, how to get the best out of your week is to really kind of slow down. So if you're going at things like a bull in a china shop, this week you need to kind of take it a little bit more slowly. That'll save things kind of feeling like, you know, things aren't working out. It will prevent more of a separation from other things around you. So maybe you're too focused and driven on one thing. It'll actually allow you to appreciate everything that's around you at that time. It'll allow you to see what's actually what you feel is like fair and just, what you're wanting to apply your time to and what not. And it'll bring about a massive transformation for you through the end of the week, should you approach it that way. Next up, we have Gemini. So how can Gemini get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January 2022? Gemini. So Gemini, I think the best way for you to get the best out of your week is to actually go with the flow a lot more. With that, you'll get a lot more kind of power to really drive forward in a lot of things. You'll be able to create a lot of change. You might actually see the talents more in which you're trying to grow them. So I would say in that essence, you'll see the abundance of everything around you this week if you actually allow yourself to go with the flow and actually look towards gaining enlightenment and looking towards gaining success in the areas in which you've been trying really hard to apply yourself. Things will transform, and you'll see really just how talented you are and in the ways in which they can apply going forward. Cancer's next. So what do we have for the star sign of Cancer? How can Cancers get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January? There's Rune gone already. Let's pull that one up. So Cancer, I would say this week is a chance to really get the most out of your week, is to take it easy. Have a bit of a pause, kind of chill out a little bit. Don't be rushing forth too much. Actually try and exert some patience. There could be some aspects within the week where you're feeling quite drained or vulnerable within yourself. So you could be feeling quite weakened. So whether that be actually mentally or physically. So you could be really burning yourself out at this time if you've been really approaching things with, you know, a lot of like oomph. And I think it's time that you really need to this week to get the best out of it. Really slow yourself down and take care of yourself, nourish yourself, look after your body, listen to what your body's telling you, and if you're feeling that you're needing more rest, then take that rest, and that will allow you to actually then kind of regain the balance within yourself and ready to move forth in the week afterwards. Leo. How can the star sign of Leo get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January? How can Leo get the best out of their week? So, Leo, there's a need to actually, there's a heavy emphasis on communication this week. It's really, communicate with others. Your communication is key, and it's going to really drive you to really, the ways in which you communicate is really imperative this week. I would say that you can actually move forward further if you actually allow yourself to be vulnerable in your communication style. So don't be too brash when you're conversing with others, but actually be a little bit more softer and allow that vulnerable side to kind of show through. And you'll find that things will move forward a lot quicker for you. You might find that if you're making agreements with people or you're negotiating what it is you're wanting, that'll be a lot more kind of successful if you were to actually look at the communication style in which you were addressing people with and try and tone it down that little bit. Try not to be as fiery and have a little bit more of a softness about you. Virgo. So Virgo is next. So what is for Virgo? How can Virgo get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January? Virgo. So Virgo, I would say this week there is potential for a lot of momentum to be building within you, and I'd say that things that's actually been lacking. So if you've had any losses in any way, they will be kind of coming back around to you. Things you'll be looking at with regards to others, taking a fair approach and actually, looking from all perspectives and seeing kind of like the rightness. So don't be like all righteous or anything like that, but seeing in the ways in which others see things as well in that perspective, and actually approach things from a place of love throughout the week. And you'll find that actually you're getting a lot of momentum in the things that you're applying yourself with that way. Libra. How can Libra get the best out of their week from the 10th to the 17th of January 2022? Libra. So Libra, what you don't realise is a lot of connections, so it's about embracing those connections, building momentum in them. It looks more like relationships in that aspect, so you're having to concentrate, and the focus is on moving the relationships within your life forward, be them friendships or family or love. It's about focusing on the happiness of all actually coming together and create something solid, and there is an element of fate, so in that aspect potential chances and things that maybe haven't been there before are actually going to come forward for you. What is for Scorpio? How can Scorpio get the best out of their week from the 10th to the 17th of January? If anybody's looking at wanting to learn the runes as well, I would head over to the World Divination Association website. We have Facebook groups where we teach and learn, and people can go practice the spreads and things like that. And we also offer lots of courses online. So Scorpio, this week seems to be rather chaotic. How you can get the best out of this week, despite that, is actually kind of realize the chaos that can be occurred around you, the chaos as well that you can feel within yourself, that inner conflict. So if you are dealing with any conflicts in any way, I would say it's best to actually not get your back up and not get up prickly about things. Don't allow your hackle and the hairs on the back of your neck to stand easily, and then you start retaliating. I would say in that essence, if you do that, you've got more opportunities for things to develop for you. You might feel that things are going at too slow a pace for you. However, there's an element of the unknown this week. And I'd say if you were to follow the guidance in that, so just kind of don't get your hackle up around others and kind of face any conflicts kind of head on. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into them, but don't retaliate in that aspect. You'll find that things will develop better for you, and you'll be provided with opportunities come the end of the week should you apply yourself like that. Sagittarius is next. So how can the star sign of Sagittarius get the best out of their week from the 10th to the 17th of January? And again, if you comment your name and your sign in the comments, one lucky reader will get the chance to have a personal week read for the week ahead coming next week. Sagittarius. So Sag, I would say this week, it's kind of like not letting your emotions run away with you, actually thinking before you're speaking. You might find that you've got a lot more strength that way to face things that you might have been avoiding. You might be feeling like things aren't being done in the right manner, but to get the things done that you're needing, it's actually kind of, you know, just don't let your emotions run away. Don't let your kind of like fighting things come out, and that way you'll come out of it feeling so much stronger in yourself, and that you're ready to deal with anything should it arise. Capricorn, the lovely sign of Capricorn is next. How can Capricorn get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January 2022? So Capricorn, you've got the potential here this week to actually to grow in many ways. I would say that for this growth to happen, so for you to get the best out of your week, to allow this growth to come forth, to welcome newness into your life, try not to become too emotionally kind of invested in things straight away, and actually just pause, just allow yourself for things to come to you, for you not to invest yourself emotionally right away with it, and actually see things truly for how they are. And in that essence, whether it be in work or in relationships or anything like that, whatever comes toward you that's new or potentially new and change and coming forth, you'll actually find that you're going to be able to make better decisions that way, and you'll gain the most clarity throughout your week. What is for the star sign of Aquarius? How can Aquarius get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January? Aquarius. So Aquarius, I would say that this week it's really about kind of knowing that you have the strength to assert yourself where you might be feeling that you're vulnerable. You might not have much to actually contribute in that essence. By actually you asserting what you feel is right, it'll bring you out of a state of where you feel like things aren't working or things not lacking, and you'll feel very abundant in the end, coming the end of the week. So it's about kind of using your own inner strength, your own power. So empower yourself to be able to assert your needs, even if you feel really vulnerable at that time. It will then take you out of a place of lack. So get out of your lack mindset of things aren't going to work, things aren't right, things can't work, this can't be, and you'll actually see the abundance and things, the potential of how things can really prosper for you. And finally, we have Pisces. So how can Pisces get the best out of their week from the 10th until the 17th of January? So Pisces, what I would say is that you're going to find that you're going to have to cancel some plans in some way, or you might feel drawn to cancel some plans or something that you've agreed to do. You might not feel like that you're knowledgeable enough, or you might not feel that you know enough about this situation to be able to do that. However, things will transform if it's actually focusing on your happiness this week and what makes you happy. If any conflicts or anything comes, it's external to you and it's coming from other people. So although it might affect how you feel, it doesn't really affect in that essence what it is that you're planning to do. And I feel more than anything, it will just be you actually wanting to cancel at something that you've maybe planned, so whether it be going on a date or meeting your friends, or there's some kind of aspect of you needing to cancel something because it's not something that you're really looking forward to doing. It's something that's not really making you happy in that essence. So if you're focusing on the things that's making you happy and you need to cancel some agreements that's not, you'll find that it'll really transform. You'll feel a lot better within yourself, so you won't be filled with them feelings of dread that you can't actually follow through with that. However, it will come with a side order of potential conflict within yourself or with other people, and in that essence it'll just kind of slow down the pace by the end of the week, so it will taper out. So that's all of the 12 star signs done. So now what I'm going to do is, this morning I got Nate to choose at random one winner who commented last week and with the name and the star sign. So congratulations, Victoria Leneve, who is a Pisces. I'm going to give you an individual week ahead, how to get the best out of your week ahead for you. Well done for winning there. And if anybody else wants to win, enter with your name and your sign and possibly win a free personal read for your week ahead next week, please comment in the comments below. Victoria Leneve. How can Victoria get the best out of her week from the 10th until the 17th of January? So Victoria, what I'm seeing here is, again, the best out of your week is to actually don't allow your emotions to overrun you. So don't, first and foremost, keep your emotions kind of in check and don't allow them to run away with you. There's a real need this week for you to get the best out of your week. There's a real need for you to focus on the relationships within your life, the relationships with others, but also the relationship with yourself. Look at that connection with yourself as well as with other people and what you bring into it. You're needing to kind of find that inner peace in some way, and you'll find more harmony in the relationships around you should you approach it in this way. There is going to be some changes, so there'll be some breakthroughs occurring in your week, things that haven't actually been able to move forward for you before. So things that you've actually been applying yourself to that haven't actually came to fruition, that you haven't been able to really gain that momentum in moving forward. You're going to find that there will be opportunities for it coming back around for you to try it again in that essence, and it's all down to you and how you feel and the way in which you are wanting to approach it. Again, well done, Victoria, on winning the competition this week. If anybody would like to comment the name, the star sign, how it's resonated with you, how have you found the week before, and let me know. I'd be happy to read those comments. Thank you all very, very much for watching this weekly rune reading, and I hope to see you all over at the WDA, where you can learn much more than runes. You can learn tarot, Lenormand, Skat, Kipper, there's bones, there's many, many systems. I hope to see you all over there, and thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Bye-bye.